steps of the Maple Street apartments. The old building loomed like a corpse, tall, grey, and half swallowed by creeping ivy. Each window was fogged from the inside, and the faint flicker of dying light bulbs gave the corridor a strange, pulsing heartbeat. Daniel hesitated before entering. He was exhausted, from moving, from life, from everything. After losing his job and breaking up with his girlfriend, he needed a place to start over. The rent here was cheap, too cheap, but that's what he could afford. Inside, the hallway smelled of dust, wet wood, and something faintly metallic. The floor creaked under his steps as he followed the landlord, Mr. Carver, a thin, elderly man with trembling hands and eyes that never quite met Daniel's. Carver unlocked the door to apartment 407. "This is it," he muttered. "Simple, quiet, and all yours. Just don't go nosing around where you shouldn't." Daniel raised an eyebrow. "What do you mean?" Carver's eyes darted toward the far end of the hall, where a sealed door stood. Its edges lined with old nails and wood strips painted the same color as the wall. "That one," Carver said quietly, "used to be a storage room. We had to seal it up years ago. Best not to mess with it." Daniel nodded awkwardly, assuming the man was just paranoid. But as he stepped inside the apartment, he noticed something unsettling. Every sound seemed slightly delayed, like echoes bouncing off unseen walls. Even the tick of his wristwatch seemed slower here. The place was small but livable, a single room with a narrow kitchenette, an old wooden table, a thin bed, and one tall chair that creaked whenever he touched it. A dusty window looked out onto nothing but a brick wall just a few feet away. No sunlight, no view. Just bricks. Endless, lifeless bricks. He sighed. "Well, Daniel, welcome to your new beginning." He unpacked, trying to ignore the uneasy silence. Every so often he thought he heard faint whispers. Just the wind, he told himself. But at night the whispers returned. The rain continued to fall outside, tapping against the window like fingers drumming impatiently. Daniel lay awake, staring at the ceiling, listening. The pipes moaned, the floorboards popped, and then a soft creak. He sat up. The noise came from the living area. "Probably just the chair," he muttered, trying to sound confident even though his voice trembled. But when he turned his head, his heart stopped. The chair, the same one that had been beside the table, was now facing his bed. He froze, unable to breathe. His eyes darted around the room, searching for signs of someone else, but the door was locked from the inside. It didn't make sense. He hadn't moved it. No one could have entered. Slowly, Daniel got out of bed and pushed the chair back where it belonged. "Old furniture moves," he whispered. "Uneven floors, that's all." He laughed nervously and went back to bed, but the sleep that came was restless and thin. When he finally woke in the morning, the sunlight was dull and pale. For a brief moment he forgot everything, until he looked across the room. The chair was back facing the bed. A chill crawled down his spine. He grabbed